compassion combined with clarity and firmness. And that's been the foundation. Casey said that, indicated that I work in this field. That's the foundation from which I do all the work that I do. That's the foundation from which I live my life with my family. And it started on the mountain. Let's shift gears a little bit here to kind of the science of what's going on, because Sue said I'm supposed to talk about medical stuff. I don't do that. I'm not sure what happened there. So my feeble attempt here is to say that studies from the Caron and Doug Research Center are showing biometric markers that inform treatment. In other words, the more science we have about the mechanism of the diseases of substance use disorder, the more exacting Dave Rodenberg can be with his clinical staff, and for them to have more effective treatment modalities. In addition to that research, John Kelly, who's the founder of the Recovery Research Institute up at Harvard, wrote recently, remission for substance use disorder occurs at 5 years, which is the point at which the risk for relapse is no greater than that of anyone else in the general population. 5 years. Therefore, continuing care and support for individuals in recovery remains important for years following treatment, not days or months, but for years. So the bottom line, in my opinion, is that we need both the compassion and the science. It needs to be a both and, not an either or. And one of the things that Caron does that's so impressive to me is while it's continuing its pursuit of the science, it's also establishing relationships with like-minded providers, which Casey spoke to, Mark, my company, so that we can collectively provide a continuum of care to support people to establish a sustainable recovery for themselves. Next. I already said that. So Caron, being Caron and the board, is very cognizant of this fact that it takes time. There are no silver bullets for this disease. It's chronic, and it's progressive, and it's potentially fatal. And we cannot treat a chronic disease as though it's acute. There are no silver bullets. And what Caron does to map to that need is our family support groups, and I don't think Sarah's here tonight. People like Sarah McDay. Where are you, Sarah? Hi, Sarah. Alumni coordination with Marguerite. Eric Weber, for those of you that know Bowtie. Every week, Friday afternoon, he sends out a series of texts to clients that he stays in touch with over the years. The DC Advisory Council, and there are too many people to name from that have connections in the community to keep people connected. I facilitate a group every Tuesday night for anybody that's been through any of the professionals programs at Caron. Todd, wherever you are, helped get that started about 8 years ago. And every week there are 16 to 20 people that show up to just to stay connected to this process. So that's my structured part of my talk. I want to close with a story of something that happened to me when I was at Caron initially. Well, 2 things, actually 3 things. Number one is my eldest daughter, Nicole.